Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be doing a review and a wear test of the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This box is a bit beat up because I shoved it in a suitcase. I bought this in Sephora. I haven't even opened it or broken the seal yet, so I haven't even swatched it or even checked for color, but I was in a rush to kind of pick one up. So we're gonna give that a go. I'm gonna do how I do every wear test. I haven't primed my skin. I've done my skincare as normal as I would as an oily person. And then I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and keep you updated until I feel like I would have to touch up the foundation. So I'm not gonna use powders. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'm just gonna let it sit on my face in its natural state, and then you can kind of gauge from there, like I would have powdered it at this time and it would be fine. You know, we can see how it sits. I do want to say also as well, although I am trying this foundation on my skin today, my experience as a makeup artist, I believe that I will be able to tell you who this is good for, who it's not good for, who should and shouldn't use it, through my experience of using many different foundations, textures, formulas, seeing how they sit on the skin throughout the day, through hours, through different situations. So I'll be able to give an honest and thorough review of this foundation. Okay, just before we get into that, if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube. And also in real life, it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself, or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then do please consider subscribing, and make sure you are subscribed, because sometimes you're not and you think you are. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's crack this open. I did a review of Haus Labs and I actually really had a good time. I enjoyed myself. It was a good time. Here's the bottle right here. It's nice frosted glass. It is quite heavy, quite weighty. The lid's cute. It's got that little detail there. And then this is the, what's it called? Actual bottle itself. This is it right here. Now I'm gonna use a brush for my foundation because that's just how I do it. Normally I like to use like small dense powder brushes for liquid foundation, and I'm going to start off with a tiny bit. The formula's it's quite solid. Wait, what? I didn't even read anything about this foundation. You know, I'll read it and I'll put a voiceover of me reading it over this while I apply. Okay, the color's not overly incorrect, so that's good. So I'm going to start on the middle of my face, where I'm most red, where I have the most issues, and work my way out. So this is a medium buildable coverage, high performance, weightless, it says clean, but we're going to ignore that, foundation infused with our proprietary fermented arnica that helps reduce redness, helps even skin tone, and protects from environmental stress. Suitable for all skin types, including sensitive and acne prone. Haus Tech powered with 20 plus skincare ingredients, including our patent pending fermented arnica, and there's 51 shades in this foundation. So just from the first initial application, it has a really good coverage, very good coverage actually. When I first applied it to the center of the face here, it actually blended in with my skin quite seamlessly, and I actually could have just left, I would happily go out like this without putting anything on my forehead. Would I though? Actually looking at it now, maybe not. Let's just do the middle here. And I've almost done a full face and I have all this left. This just, you know, I never take my own advice. You shouldn't pump out so much. And this is why you shouldn't really pump on the face, because you don't actually know how much you need or how much you use. One pump could do the whole face. So one pump here, one pump here, one pump here could even be too much for some formulas, not for all of them. But obviously as you use the foundation, you get to know how much you need. Let's put my eyebrow out here. Ooh. I never put foundation on my eyelids. I don't know why I'm doing this, but just in case you do, there's a test for you there. Okay, so from initial application, it went on really smoothly. It really glides on really well. I'm really liking the finish. It has this nice shine to it. If I wasn't doing a wear test, I would powder my nose and just my T-zone area. Let that, you know, do whatever it needs to do. But I'm very impressed with the texture, how smoothly it went on. I think I've said that a few times, just in different ways. I do have to say, in terms of coverage for something that's medium buildable, it does go on quite medium heavy initially. So I would definitely use the tiniest amount as you go and build up a tiny bit at a time. If you want that medium coverage, if you do want a full coverage, I would still again, well, I mean, that's just how you apply foundation. Build up a tiny little bit at a time and see how it goes. But I'm very impressed with the I love the finish. I think it's beautiful. Of course, you can see my pores. I allow that. I have pores. I own them. I'm a human. I own pores. But yeah, so far, right now, I would absolutely consider using this again, or using it as my foundation. So let's go to the wear test. Let's see how I get on. Yeah. Okay, so I have just put on the foundation. It is currently, let me just see the time. I don't know. There's something with the time on. It's like 10:30 in the morning, and it's gone on really smoothly. I really like it. The way it's gone on just feels and looks like quite natural. I've only done a very light layer. So this is it straight on. I am going to powder my nose and my forehead and see how it goes from there. Today I am filming for my joint channel with my brother. So we're going to be filming that all day. Well, we're doing like 2 videos, so that's probably going to take like 3 hours. And then, yeah, I'll check in again. Okay, so 2 hours later, my finger's in the way of the camera. It's not bad. I'm shiny, but I'm oily, so that's expected. But I haven't seen any separation of the actual product. Come on, don't be shy, come on. So that's, why am I looking over there? I was like, so that's good. So that's good, so I can easily just top up with powder again, and it'll be matte and still intact. So that's very good. What did I say, 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours. So maybe, I guess it'll be another hour and a bit for another update. But yeah, so far so good. I haven't seen it like going all bitty or anything. Nice. Okay, this is probably going to be the last update because I've had to come into my bathroom with a light that's like a window that's there because it's getting dark in the UK now really early, which I love. But just so you can see in as natural light as possible, it has stayed on my skin really, really nicely. It hasn't like congealed. I'm confident that if I put a bit of powder in the right places, this would look absolutely fine. I have wiped my nose this side or this side when I was filming a video. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze and I didn't. But it has sat really nicely on the skin. Like it's a bit shiny, but I still have coverage. Again, it hasn't congealed. It hasn't looked terrible. This is great on my oily skin. Summing up, I think this foundation would be great if you have dehydrated and dry skin. I think you can expect a really long wear and a good coverage. It hasn't clung to the dehydrated areas of my skin, so I doubt it would, and they're quite bad. So I doubt it would stick to dry areas or get caught in dry areas of your skin. I think it's a really, really nice foundation. I would be wary if you are oily. If you don't have time to touch it up so much, then maybe wear with caution. But even then, I think it's lasted well. Like, I wouldn't be disappointed if this was my skin at the end of the day. I've powdered twice today and that's it. And I'm not wearing a primer. I'm not wearing any kind of like beneficial primer or setting spray, whatever it is you like to use with your foundation. I'm not wearing any of that. Dry skin, dehydrated skin, and kind of like oily-ish. If you're, yeah, I think it's going to sit great on everyone, to be honest with you. Again, if you're oily, just know that you'll have to touch it up slightly throughout the day. Okay, so I hope that was useful for anyone looking to buy this foundation or wanting to try it. Like I said before, I do have a review on Haus Labs. If you want to check that out, I'll leave it down below in the comments box for you. If you have tried anything from Haus Labs, let me know, because this is a brand, now that they have rebranded, ignoring the clean part, now they've rebranded, that I'm really impressed with. I really, really do like this brand. Everything I've tried from them so far has been stunning, beautiful. So yeah, very impressed. Let me know what you think below. Give this video a thumbs up. Do consider subscribing, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.